If you're craving a chocolate chip cookie with just the right amount of crispness, this small batch recipe is your golden ticket. Let's get started. First, let's brown our butter. In a small heavy bottom saucepan, melt the butter over medium heat. Continue cooking and stirring until the butter has a nutty aroma and the brown bits start to form at the bottom. Once it's amber colored, immediately remove it from the heat and pour it into a heat-proof bowl to stop the cooking process. Be sure to keep the brown bits, those hold a ton of flavor. Allow the brown butter to cool for about 15 minutes. I usually pop mine in the refrigerator to speed up this process. While the brown butter cools, let's mix our dry ingredients. In a small bowl, combine all-purpose flour, baking soda, and salt, and whisk until combined. Now that our brown butter has cooled a bit, let's add in some brown sugar and granulated sugar and whisk until well combined. Whisk them together until they're well incorporated and slightly glossy, which helps dissolve the sugars better. Whisk in 1 large egg and vanilla extract until smooth. This takes about 2 minutes, but I promise the arm exercise is worth it. Just look at that color change. Next, gradually fold the dry ingredients into the wet mixture using a silicone spatula, being careful not to overmix. Once the dough is just combined, fold in the chocolate chips. Be careful not to overmix the dough after adding the chocolate chips because it can develop the gluten in the flour, making the cookies tough instead of tender. Mix until just incorporated. Cover with plastic wrap and refrigerate the dough for at least 30 minutes. This helps the flavors melt together and ensures a thicker cookie. Using a cookie scoop, scoop the dough into large balls and place them on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Space them at least 2 inches apart to allow for some spreading. I like to pack in that chocolatey flavor by topping them with a few more chocolate chips. We are going to bake this in a preheated oven for about 10 to 12 minutes or until the edges are just golden and the centers are still soft. Immediately after removing the cookies from the oven, take a glass that's just a bit bigger than your cookies. Cover each cookie and gently swirl in a circular motion. This will give you that perfect round cookie shape. The final step is to sprinkle each cookie with a bit of flaky sea salt for that perfect finish. Allow the cookies to cool on the baking sheet for 5 minutes before transferring them to a wire rack to cool completely. Enjoy your small batch brown butter chocolate chip cookies with a glass of milk or your favorite cup of coffee. They're perfect for sharing or just treating yourself. If you like this recipe, remember the full details are in the description box. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more delicious recipes. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.